With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The ASMR HAUCK Designs Truck Series fires things off for race number 8 here this season. It's the I Love LA 80. That's right, 160 miles around the track here tonight in beautiful sunny Southern California, Fontana. It's going to be a beautiful night of racing, that's for sure. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave, bringing you all the calls from trackside. As you can tell, track, very busy place. Open qualifying here tonight. Gonna have a little bit of a twist on tonight's qualifying session. So, open qualifying in place here tonight at Auto Club. Drivers gonna have 5 minutes to lay down the fastest time that they've got. They've got multiple attempts to try it, and well, some of them may just get a little bit of a draft, so qualifying going to be a little bit different here tonight. With that being said, we will go ahead and throw some of those not championship standings, your qualifying order over there to the left-hand side of your screen. As drivers begin to put down their time lapse, we should see some of them coming around here in just a moment. Lots of action out there. Over 30 drivers slotted to make an appearance here tonight at Fontana in the I Love LA 80. Well, why don't we just go ahead and jump straight to it? We're just about 2.5 minutes into this 5-minute qualifying session, so drivers got to lay down these fast times very quick. It's going to be hard pressed for some of these drivers coming back off of pit road to get around up to speed and try to take that top spot here tonight in qualifying. But quick time belongs to Todd Cray, that 21 Chevy Silverado, looking good out there tonight. Todd Cray, top of the boards. An interesting little fact. We're going to go ahead and pull this little tidbit out, this little golden nugget for you. Todd Cray, the only driver to finish inside the top 10 in every single start. 6 points races into the race season. Todd Cray making 5 race appearances, and in all 5 of those nights, he has been inside of the top 10, so consistency is king here. Cray inside the top 10 in points, and with just under 2 minutes remaining in qualifying, tell you what, we're going to go ahead get rid of some of that information because it is a little bit askew, not knowing who's got some draft help. So as you can see right there, a lot of drivers knotted up with each other coming across the line. Everybody going to be jumbled and jostled in the point standings with the help from the draft. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and give you, in the qualifying standings, I apologize, we'll go ahead and give you the point standings. There you can see Nicholas Pressey taking that top spot away from Jaden Gimbel. And for some reason, that is definitely not the right championship standings. We'll have to look into that and see why that's happening. But Clark Janikin, top spot. We do apologize. Janikin, 22 points ahead of Darren. Clement Jesse Hedges right there. TJ Grober back in 5th. Nicholas Wing. Todd Cray sitting in that 7th position overall in the point standings. 50 points out. But as we said, only driver to finish in the top 10, and right now he's still got the quick time, and with 30 seconds remaining, we're going to take a short commercial break, head down trackside for the national anthem. Nobody going to beat out Cray for that top spot, so the 21 will start pole position here tonight. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back with all your green flag action to hear from Fontana.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular the bombs bursting in air gave proof
And back trackside after the flyover, drivers making their way to the starting grid. Let's head up front to where these drivers sit and await the pace car to roll off. Looking back, and in the background you can hear those familiar sounds. Those bells begin to ring. It's time to run down tonight's starting lineup in the I Love LA 80 right here for the American Sim Motor Racing HAUCK Designs Truck Series. Starting inside row number 1, snatching the pole position here tonight with a quick time 42:45. The 21 Chevy Silverado, piloted by Todd Cray. Fast as always, back at the front once again, the 27 of Clark Jenikin will start just to his outside. Justin Gann, Chris Woods back in row number 2. Row number 3 here tonight from Auto Club, Nick Burlow and Scott Bellum. Bailey Dutton, Zach Miller rolling off in row number 4. Back in row number 5, Vernon Broadbeck and Cody Schultz. Eric Norwitzki and Jesse Hedges round out row number 6. Row number 7 here tonight from Auto Club, Lucas Lyons and Scott Thomas. The 12 of Ryan Decker rounds out the top 15 with Matt Allen just to his outside. Darren Clement, Stephen Ayers Jr. will roll off in a row number 9. Row 10 here tonight, the 7 of Ed Houck, followed by the 83 of Ben Bryant. Dylan Ussery and Nicholas Swing in row 11. Row number 12. Here the I Love LA 80 tonight. Duncan Fall and Larry Poling. Daniel Jensen, Andrew Melita lining up in row 13. Row 14 tonight, the 44 of Brenton Hunt, followed by the 91 of Patrick Coro. Josiah Strauss, Dave Gage back in row 15. Brian Tarnowski and Brody Tolstika round out the field here tonight. And that's going to do it for your starting lineup. Drivers ready to hammer down and getting ready to go. Green flag racing here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. 80 laps around this 2-mile track. These drivers are ready to go one more time around before we see that Chevy Silverado pace car duck off. So as the music begins to fade away into the background, we'll get ready to set the stage for tonight. I Love LA 80. Fans packing in the stands once again here at Fontana. And a lot on the line. A lot on the line for these championship drivers. 4 points races left tonight. Michigan, Iowa, Atlanta coming up here in the next handful of weeks. Drivers have a little bit of a fun run next week. The All-Star race, non-points race, but they will be duking it out next week. I can guarantee you that. Monday night right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, so keep your eyes peeled and watch for that coming out to you very shortly. And drivers get ready to go down the backstretch, double file for the first time. Man, I can't wait for these drivers to drop the hammer. I mean, this track is one of my particular favorites. I really like the way you got to work the cars and trucks through these corners. A low bank track, progressive banking, but low bank. Not a lot of degrees in the banking here at Auto Club. Designed that way. Beautiful 2-mile D-shaped oval. Not typical of most of your 2-mile tracks, but here we go. Chevy Silverado pace truck ready to duck off. This time by, and your pole sitter Todd Cray brings the field to the Geico restart box. There you see it. And on the gas, green flag flies for the first time here tonight at Auto Club. The 21 with a good start. 27 of Janikin. A little bit of a rough go at it. He'll pull even with Justin Gann, who's making a big push down into turn 1. There's Nick Burlow. He's looking to the bottom of the racetrack. 2, almost 3 wide in turn 1. Heavy racing action, not just here at the front of the field, but mid-pack. There you can see three wide battle. Once again, there's Ed HAUCK. He's just off in front of that three wide battle. Duncan Fall, Ben Bryant, Larry Poling. There you can see that 69 at the top of the racetrack. The Ford F-150 driver sponsored by Turn 3 tonight. Looking good out there. Beautiful blue. Turn 3 blue. Yes, I'm a little bit biased. And 3, almost 4 wide out of 4 on lap 1. Oh, boy. 3 wide once again, right behind this sea of cars, man. They are all over each other here on lap number 1. Tons of passes being made. Janicki, Norwitzki, and Tarnowski going at it. Hunt and Ayers Jr. swapping positions. Andrew Melita gets by Larry Poling for 22nd as we head back towards the front of the field. Watching Justin Gann run in third. There you can see that kitty cat coin machine trying to get by the driver in front of him. Clark Janicki, that 27 machine, last week's race winner. Dominating really in this regular season so far. 4 race wins in his back pocket. His championship run is all but guaranteed. Very early here tonight, lap number 3, but we're already looking at a familiar theme. We're already seeing something that we've seen multiple times so far this season. We're seeing those kitty cat coin drivers right up at the front of the field. I'm wondering where the hot diggity dog drivers are going to come from, because those sorry, bad Mickey Mouse Racers reference. I do apologize. Those that get it, you get it. Those that don't, well, you know, check out Mickey Mouse Racers. That's all I got to say. 3 wide once again here. Justin Gann with a little bit of a moment. The 30 going to slide back to the 4th position, and he's under fire. Outside, inside. He's the man in the middle. Trying to get that kitty cat going. Number 30 back underneath him. Sliding up the racetrack just in front of the 17 is Bailey Dutton. The 26 going to take that position away side by side. Once again now with Ed HAUCK on the move. He's up 11 positions from where he started. How about that 7 machine running that high side? The butt kicker, David Spears Designs number 7 machine running it on the high side, trying to get the job done, and that seems to be the preferred line for these truckers here tonight as we cross the line. Lap number 5 goes on the board. Looks like Brian Tarnowski has a little bit of a moment. He's got an off-track excursion. He's going to get it headed back in the right direction, but he's going to lose a handful of positions as he brings the 28 Toyota Tundra down to pit road. Tarnowski in trouble. Look at this big gaggle of cars right here behind Ed HAUCK, man. They are all over each other. 7th on back to about 15th or 16th. A little further on back, Jesse Hedges, previous race winner. There you can see that 33 machine running on the inside, trying to make up some spots. He's dropped 8 positions from the start of tonight's race, heading the wrong direction. But it's very early here tonight. It looks like we've got some drivers having a little bit of electrical issues. Looks like the 6 of Josiah Strauss having a little bit of electrical problems inside that machine. So we'll head up back near the front. What do you say we go back up here? How about that goes Sour Patch number 12 of Ryan Decker. I told you, I am a huge fan of Sour Patch Kids. I think I said this last time we were on the air. I'm trying to find it, man. I gotta find it somewhere. Gotta find it, gotta try it, man. If it's Sour Patch Kids, I want it. That's all I'm saying. Decker running well here tonight, up 9 positions from where he qualified tonight. Qualified 15th, running in that 6th position. So Ryan Decker looking to bring that 12 Chevy Silverado a little bit closer to the front of the field. Meanwhile, up at the front, new race leader. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. The 27 of Clark Janicki back at the front of the field here in the ASMR HAUCK Designs Truck Series. Pole sitter Todd Cray running a close second. There you can see you can only fit probably a paper width between those two drivers heading down into turn number 1. Very different lines through turn 1 here. Janikin all the way at the bottom of the racetrack with Cray running that mid to high lane. He's going to keep the momentum up off of the corner exit, but still advantage to the 27. Here comes the 21 closing in. What's going to happen when they hit turn 3? It looks like Janikin going to go to the bottom of the racetrack. Todd Cray going to follow suit. Stay right there. Dirty air. Oh, boy. Almost into that outside wall was Cray. We're going to jump around the track just a little bit, bring you a little bit more action here as we've got drivers racing for positions all over the racetrack here. Lap number 9 out of the 85 on the board. Ryan Decker, Ed HAUCK, Cody Schultz, Chris Woods, Billy Dutton. All right here. Gaggle of cars, man. Gaggle. Absolute. I mean, there's seriously HAUCK and Schultz. They're a little bit clear of this pack. But, I mean, look, there's what, 8, 9, 10 drivers all right there running for position right now. From about 8th on the track all the way back to, looks to be 17th. So, yeah, right at 10 truck drivers all piled in with each other right here. A little bit of a gap back to that 83 of Ben Bryant running in the 18th position. Andrew the leader right behind him, Josiah Strauss, Matt Allen. Brenton Hunt, Brody Tolstika also on a move. He's up 7 positions from where he started tonight's race. So let's go back, take a look at that Tolstika Racing 23 Chevy Silverado making his way up on turns 1 and 2. Just off in front of the 11 of Daniel Jensen. Jensen down 1 position from where he qualified here tonight. So Tolstika slowly but surely beginning to climb his way towards the front of this field. We'll head back around the track. What do you say we go up here? Take a look at that 79 of Scott Thomas. He's running in the 11th position. And I want to give you drivers, or you fans, a little bit of a run from the driver's perspective here tonight. So what do you say we go take a look off of the back end of one of these Chevy Silverados in the field here tonight, running our rear deck cam. Looks like, I believe that may be the one of Scott Bellum with a little bit of a connection issue, and yeah, it was the one of disappearing for just a minute. The Imperial number 1 heads to the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, and hard impact with the outside wall. Did you see Cody Schultz? He absolutely pounded. No, that was the 10. I apologize. Yes, Cody Schultz absolutely pounded that outside wall. My goodness, that was very hard impact, very, very hard impact right there. Let's see if we can get another look at this on a replay, and we're catching it a little bit late there, but oh my goodness, Cody Schultz missing it. We'll head back live here with the front of the field. Clark Janikin continues to lead, but now he's opened up the gap. You can see almost a half a second between himself and Todd Cray. And man, what was a hard lick for Schultz, man. You gotta wonder if that's gonna end his night here early. Lap number 13 out of the 85 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. These drivers about halfway from here to LA by now. Yeah, that's right. 13 laps. 26 miles. Auto Club Speedway sits roughly 47 to 50 miles outside of eastern LA. Just down the road from famous Historical. No longer in service, though. Sad thing about that. Riverside International Raceway, if you remember Riverside. That's just down the road as well. So big racing history here in Southern California, and these ASMR HAUCK Design Truck Series drivers looking to build upon that history, looking to have a phenomenal night here tonight. Clark Janikin, familiar man at the front, the face of the field here tonight. The 27 leads your pole sitter. Todd Cray sitting right there in second. Nick Burlow remains in third. Justin Gann dropped that 1 spot, and he's struggled to get it back. But your top 4 have broken away from the field. Ryan Decker is the next man up. And that 12 machine is dealing with Christopher Woods now down to the inside. We'll go ahead and take a look and watch this battle unfold. between Decker and Woods. Woods at the bottom of the racetrack. I believe that's the Snap-on 17 Toyota Tundra. Yes, it is. Snap-on the side of that machine. And back down to the bottom of the racetrack. Big arch into the corner there. Will he be able to keep it down on corner exit? Yes, plenty enough room for those two drivers side by side, but they got a hornet's nest right behind them. Woohoo! Big move there. Ooh, did you see that? I believe that was Zach Miller, the 38, with a big-time moment. Just to the outside of Darren Clement, Scott Thomas and Scott Bellum running in 7th and 8th, trying to jockey for position right now. Drivers have been green flag racing all 16 laps here tonight. You don't see no yellow in sight. Drivers mixing it up and doing very well at it, providing one heck of a show. So you already know what we're about to say. Show these drivers some love and appreciation if you haven't already, and you're here watching. Go ahead over there to that thumbs up button and smash the bejesus at it. Go ahead and smack it around a little bit. Show these drivers some love and let them know that you appreciate all the great racing action out here tonight from Fontana Auto Club Speedway in the I Love LA 8. Big group of trucks here making their way back into turn number 1. Tell you what, let's go ahead on board with that 32 machine. The Kitty Cat going 32 Chevy Silverado, piloted by Darren Clement, running in the 9th position. He's one of the drivers mixed up in this big pack of trucks back here outside of your top 5. It looks like they're going to begin to sort things out and run single file. We'll head back to another one of our onboard cameras, the 44 Brinson Hunt. Trailing Dylan Ussery, the 71, running well here tonight, up 5 positions from where he qualified outside of the top 20. Now knocking on the door of a solid top 15 running spot, sitting in 16th. Brinson Hunt right here. 44 onboard Toyota onboard camera with Brinson Hunt as he makes his way through turns 1 and 2. We'll head back outside of the race car and back up near the front. Scott Bellum, Darren Clement battling for that. A 7th position on track. The 1 has been running well here tonight, but has dropped 2 positions as we go almost 3 wide once again. And how about that? 3 wide racing, 18 laps in to a green flag run here at Auto Club. Only 2 drivers, but a little bit of trouble. Brian Tarnowski, he had to come to pit road for early contact with the outside wall, and then we watched. We seen it just briefly out of the corner of our eyes. The contact with the outside wall from Cody Schultz pounded that outside wall, and now he finds himself back behind pit wall trying to beat bang and work on his machine to get back out there as soon as he possibly can. But I think that 10's going to have a pretty long stay on pit road, so that'll leave us with just 30 drivers out there on the track, with only 29 of them left on the lead lap. Brian Tarnowski listed off of the lead lap. Cody Schultz down onto pit road right now. He's going to be multiple laps down. And oh, we got a caution. Caution flag flies for the first time here tonight at Fontana. So drivers will bring it to a crawl. Let's go back. Let's see if we can't find what happened here. Let's see if we can't check on some of the drivers that have lost some positions there. You can see Jesse Hedges. He's been involved in this on-track incident. Let's go back. Let's check the replay. And it looks like Jesse Hedges and possibly Vernon Broadback right there caught up and involved in that one. Let's see if we've got a better vantage point of that one. Can we get a little bit closer? Let's go back, check the replay once again. And you can see already coming around is Broadback. And Hedges already down, cutting a little bit of the grass. Landscaping fees are for free, so don't worry about that. 33 gets it back on the track and headed back in the right direction, but after contact, he's going to have to bring that machine down to pit road. So with that being said, let's go back live with your race leader. We had a change for second place. While all of that was taking place, and we were checking on all of the battles throughout the field here tonight, early in the I Love LA 80, Todd Cray dropped another position. Justin Gann going to take that second spot away in a parade of trucks down to pit road. Look for everybody to come get tires and fuel. So with that being said, with these drivers bringing the machines to the attention of the crew, we're going to break for a brief commercial break, pay a few bills. You know how that goes. Don't worry about anything, though. We'll be right back with all your green flag action right here from Auto Club. Back trackside as the Chevy Silverado Pace truck lights are off, and we've got a new face at the front. Yet another lead change. Gonna bring us our third different race leader here tonight. Nick Burlow beats the field off of pit road. That pit crew was absolutely on it. And Burlow will be in control of the race. Ryan Decker gonna restart just to his outside. Darren Clement, Christopher Woods in row 2 with row 3, Justin Gannon, Scott Bellum. Drivers making their way to the Geico restart zone. And there you can see it down on the inside of the racetrack and on the gas, up through the gears. Burlow snatches the field. Yards him on the restart. Ryan Decker caught sleeping, but he's going to be able to go down, block a little bit of that run of Darren Clement. And it looks like the 4 of Broadback just now heading back onto the track. He's going to fall yet another lap down. We'll get that timing and scoring back over there to the left-hand side of your screen for you. And there you go. And looks like trouble 3-4 wide, fanning out down the backstretch. Oh, my goodness. Look at that battle, 3rd and 4th. Darren Clement, Justin Gann going at it side by side. It's double file, another row deep with Janikin and Woods going at it. Scott Bellum, Todd Cray Nicholas Wing and Scott Thomas round out your top 10 after the restart. Lap number 25 goes on the board, and we are a quarter of the way through tonight's 160-mile event, the I Love LA 80 here tonight in the American Sim Motor Racing HAUCK Designs Truck Series. Oh, off of turn number 2, you can see a driver in the back getting a little bit loose. I believe that was the 40, or no. I believe that may have been Matt Allen, the 127 of Matt Allen. Yes, it was Matt Allen with a little bit of struggle off of turn number 2. You can see the right side of that machine, some scrapes. He's had contact with that outside wall at one point in time. Looked like he was able to keep it off of the wall that time. But obviously a familiar theme here tonight with that 127 struggling just a little bit. Heavy traffic in front of him. The aero push may be really big here tonight. You can see that 6 ripping the lip, man. If there was a cushion up there, he would have been pushing it. If this was dirt track racing, I'm telling you, that 6 was absolutely way up the track, but he made it work. Look at the speed. We're going to stay right here. We're going to see how many of these trucks he's able to pass here, running that extreme high line, that Larson line, if you will, and inches away from the wall. Flirting with disaster to speak of, but, I mean, when you're that close, yeah, I mean, you're so close that you're going to scrub speed, but you're not going to destroy the truck. That's kind of one of the advantages. As you can see him running a much different line this time by in 1 and 2. He's going to take it to the bottom of the racetrack and look to go around the struggling 127 of Matt Allen. Not able to fully make that pass just yet. He'll have the advantage here in 3 and 4. Will he be able to make the pass in the center? And yes, he is. Clean and clear. The 6 moves to 20th. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, not much has happened. The 88 of Nick Burlow continues to lead tonight's race. After snatching that position with a great pit stop. I mean, an absolute great pit stop. Put Burlow at the front of the field. Put Decker right there running in second. So Clean Air also king here tonight at Auto Club. Looks like the first 6 positions on track are willing to run single file at this point in time of the race, knocking on the door just about 12, 13 laps away from the halfway point here tonight. Driver's going to be able to push the fuel stop to probably well, I think they're going to still have to make 2 stops here. I think they're going to be able to make it to about lap 53 or so to come to pit road. And I think they're going to be just maybe a handful of laps short, so this may lend itself to a little bit of fuel strategy here tonight. So with that early caution, the way it flew, this may put... Oh, and lap machine's in trouble. Here we go. The 12 goes around hard impact with... Oh my gosh, who was that? Oh my gosh, and another hard hit for Decker. Oh my. Hard, heavy impact there with Ryan Decker. We've seen it all go down. Trouble with a lap machine, and we've got a caution. Caution on track once again, and it's going to be too much damage for Decker. Let's go back. Let's check the replay. Let's run on board here with that 12 of Ryan Decker. Big trouble, and here comes those heavy hits. And one more coming at you. It's going to be a hard one. It's going to be a late one, too. Oh, and there it is. Whew. Big time trouble. Big time trouble for a lot of drivers. Patrick Coro involved. Josiah Strauss. Stephen Ayers Jr. getting caught up and involved. Let's check out the 62 here. What happens to Jr. going down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to avoid it all. Gets a little bit of a netcoat contact. After that, 127 collected himself in the aftermath there. No harm, no foul for the 62, but he's going to have a long stay on pit road. I can guarantee you that. So back under caution once again. Drivers looking like they're heading down pit road, and yes, they are. Darren Clement looking to the inside of pit lane, trying to get himself to the box as quickly as he can. Will we have anybody stay out? I don't think we will. And see, this is gonna put it back into a one-stop race from here. I think drivers are going to be able to go close to that 60 lap mark and easily be able to make it from that pit stop on. But will we see anybody possibly take right side tires and fuel for their final green flag pit stop? If we get that green flag pit stop, if we get that long green flag run, we had a 20 lap opening green flag run, about a 7 or 8 lap run that time before the second caution flag flew here tonight at Auto Club in the American Sim Motor Racing HAUCK Designs Truck Series. So, what started out looking and feeling like we were going to have a long green flag stretches, a quick caution here, slows the field back down, jumbles it up at the front, and we've got a new race leader once again. Justin Gann going to put his 30 machine at the front of the field. Darren Clement going to roll off of pit road in second with your pole sitter Todd Cray sitting back in third. Previous race leader Clark Janikin right there. The 88 of Nick Burlow will roll off of pit road in fifth. So everybody inside of the top 5 except for Darren Clement has now led a lap here tonight at Auto Club. 2 lead changes under caution. And, you know, sitting at that statistic right there, only 3 lead changes here tonight. 2 of them taking place with the race off of pit road following a caution flag. Clark Janikin, the only driver to make a move to snatch the race lead away. Earlier here tonight, he snatched the race lead away, grabbed that top spot away from Darren Clement. Away from, Todd Cray, as Clement was making some moves on the track to get to the high side there. Todd Cray, your pole sitter, gave up the race lead to Janikin, who then gave up the race lead under caution to Nick Burlow. Now Justin Gann takes the top spot away from Burlow. Off of pit road, we roll halfway down the back stretch. And no, I don't think so. I mean, the 12's got some extensive damage, but he's down there. We'll see if he perseveres through the heavy, hard impact that has pretty much put an end to his night here tonight. He's going to be well off the pace when he gets back on track and well behind on the lap count side of things, but you know, sometimes you get him, sometimes you don't. And right now, unfortunately, he got them all wrapped up here tonight. That 12 machine is on pit road, but on the gas at the front. Green flag flies once again as Justin Gann brings the field back across the line. Lap number 33 goes on the board. Close, tight battle here. Second, third, fourth, fifth, all over each other. Almost 3 wide off of turn number 2. We've seen it time and time again on the start of the race, and these restarts, drivers really fanning out into turn number 1. And again, 3, 4 very different lines on this massive track. I mean, these corners are absolutely wide. 4 wide racing, very doable here at Auto Club. Things narrow up just a little bit through the tri-oval. But there you can see still plenty of room for 3, 4 wide racing, and we'll see it again right here front of the field. Do we have 3 wide? Not just yet. Todd Cray on the front at the top of the speedway. He'll get a draft off of Gann. Heading down the backstretch, big push there from Todd Cray. Justin Gann doing all he can to try to hang on to it. Let's go. On board, tell you what, let's go. High above that 21 with the kitty cat coin. Dash cam here tonight. We should call this one the roof cam. It's a little bit more on the roof side than on the dash, but is what it is. Todd Cray carrying the kitty cat coin. Dash cam for us here tonight. Your pole sitter looking to get back to the top spot. A little further back through the field. with our Toyota Tundra roof cam here tonight. Dylan Ussery sitting in the 12th position. He's up 9 spots from where he qualified here tonight. So the 71 looking for just 2 more spots to break into the top 10. A little bit of Magic Man moment right in front of him. Scott Bellum with a disappearing act. He gets it all back together. And we'll get it back together. Front of the field, Justin Gann still dealing with Todd Cray. There you can see multiple drivers still down on pit road. And nobody content right here. Todd Cray wants the top spot. Darren Clement digging on the bottom. Trying to get that 32 Chevy Silverado at the front of the field. He's gained 15 positions here tonight. Can he get one more? It's an 8-truck breakaway. A little bit of a gap there to the 44 of Brinson Hunt, he's gained a ton here tonight. Talk about making some waves. That 44 Toyota Tundra is sitting just inside of the top 10. There you can see him crossing the start-finish line. And yeah, I'm impartial to this one. Got my face on the hood right there. Looking pretty out there tonight at Auto Club Speedway. Great run here tonight for Hunt. He's looking for a solid top 10. Can he make it up to top 5? He sits in 9th, 18 positions gained so far here tonight, knocking on that outside door. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, Justin Gann continued to lead the hard battle here. Darren Clement, Todd Cray, they have not went away, as we've got more drivers falling a little bit further off of the lead lap. The driver is still down there on pit road after that latest action and incident on track. Stephen Ayers Jr., Ben Bryant, Ryan Decker still down on pit road trying to get their machines fixed up and back out onto the track. 2 retirements so far. The 23 of Brody Tostica, the Tolstica Racing, the driver out of tonight's race, listed in 30th position. Cody Schulten, the 10 machine, he's going to round out the running order here tonight. The 10 will walk away with 31st. So still a handful of positions out there that if Decker or Thomas can get back out on track and run a handful of laps, they may be able to find themselves gaining some positions here or there. Still a very long race here tonight, knocking on the door of that halfway point. Just about 5 to 6 laps away from that halfway point. Darren Clement looking to the bottom of the racetrack, looking to grab that top spot away from Justin Gann. It looks like he might have the momentum to get it done. Looking for the slide job, not going to pull it. He's going to keep it down on the bottom of the racetrack. Keep it pinned down to the bottom, looking to take it the short way around. And he's got help. He has got help, but across the line, Darren Clement just going to grab it. And Clement will officially become our 5th race leader here tonight. 4th lead change. Things starting to heat up here at the front. Whoa, one driver with a little bit of a moment. I believe Daniel Jensen in the 11, almost into that outside wall there. That was some pretty close. That was a pretty close moment. You know what? Let's go back up near the front. Nicholas Swing, 99, right there, running just in front of the 48 of Eric Norwitzki. Norwitzki knocking on the door of a top 5. Burlow, former race leader, up in front of them. And here comes that 44, Brinson Hunt. He's looking for a couple more positions. He's up now 19 spots. And Nicholas Wing, he's no slouch either. Watching that 99 Toyota Tundra make his way off of turn number 2. Wing up 16 positions. Double-digit gains for a handful of these truck drivers as we're double file for the top 3 spots. Off of turn number 4, we'll cross the line. Lap number 42 goes on the board. Gaps beginning to build at the tail end of the field. Daniel Jensen a long way back, 12 seconds back from your race leader, Matt Allen also out there struggling on the pace side of things, well off the pace, well off the speed. Is that 127 of Matt Allen back in 18th? Josiah Strauss, he's had a rough go at it here tonight. Duncan Fall, Patrick Coro, all caught up and involved in somebody else's mess here tonight, and all off of the pace. '69 of Larry Poling. He's trying to get himself back on the lead lap. Poling listed as the first driver, 1 lap down. Jesse Hedges in the 33 machine, also 1 lap down. A little bit of a gap between those two drivers on track, so it looks like Poling not going to have to worry too much about Hedges for that lucky dog position, but definitely going to have to worry about your race leaders beginning to close in on that 91 of Patrick Coro. There you can see that 91 all alone here with a little bit of damage on his Chevy Silverado, and there you can see just how close the front of the field is. So the 91 will be gobbled up here very shortly. Look for that hungry pack of fast drivers to just, I mean, for lack of a better term, blow his doors off. I mean, they're lined up at the high side, the top 5-6 positions all lined up single file. So the freight train, it's a coming. Take a look here as Clark Janikin sits inside the top 5. He's stayed there all night long so far here tonight. Janikin, last week's race winner, ripped off his second race win in a row, so he went back to back looking for the three-peat for the second time this season. If you remember, he ripped off 2 early race wins this season. And then Jesse Hedges and Nick Burlow both going to victory lane. So now Janikin back on that three-peat quest once again. Can it happen here tonight at Auto Club, or will we see a new race winner in the I Love LA 80? Lap machine stays at the bottom of the racetracks. The 91 not going to be of anybody's worry, staying well out of the racing line. A little bit of a gentleman maneuver right there by Coro to keep himself out of harm's way, keep the leaders out of harm's way as they continue to race at the front of the field. Todd Gray has grabbed that top spot back from Justin Gann. And your pole sitter back to the front, but don't count out that 27. He's down at the bottom of the racetrack looking for second once again. Nick Burlow, he's reemerged on the scene. The 88 all over Jenikin's rear bumper right now. All right, behind them you can find Darren Clement. He's been a familiar face at the front end of this field. Brinson Hunt right there once again. I tell you what, why don't we go back up front? Let's take a look on board here with that 44 of Brinson Hunt as he runs in the 6th position, up 21 positions from where he started tonight. 44 having an amazing run so far. Another onboard camera shot here on the snap-on 17 of Christopher Woods. And we got to talk to the PR person because these Toyota drivers, well, they're leaving a little bit of space out there. Let's go check in on board with one of our Chevy Silverado manufacturer drivers. There you can see Darren Clement still keeping his kitty cat coin. 32 machine inside the top 5. He's gained 12 positions here tonight. The driver out of Kissimmee, Florida, running well here in sunny Southern California, just past the halfway point, looking to the inside of the shock top 88 of Nick Burlow. There you can see Janikin dropping down to the bottom of the racetrack, putting himself in position to keep himself out front. Jump outside the truck once again here. Hot and heavy battle. Look at that battle up in front of you. That's a battle. 3 truck battle for the top spot. Man, what a run here tonight at Auto Club. Well, we're all entitled to our own opinions, and that so may that be yours. But yeah, we're gonna leave that at that and just move right on along. 30 of Justin Gann back to the top spot. He's gonna look to the inside, running that middle lane. The 21 of Todd Cray running that mid to high lane. A little bit of a struggle to keep the pace. Needed to come down the track, looked like about another half lane, but just was able to do it with that 30 of Gann. Side drafting very close here as they begin to run into some heavy lap traffic. They're going to be all over a handful of drivers here as we're about 20 laps into this green flag run. Drivers will be eyeballing pit road here very soon. I would expect to see these drivers all come down to pit road in about, I would say, about 7 laps or so is when we should see these drivers begin to head down to pit lane. 3 wide at the front of the field, make that 4. Oh boy. 62 of Stephen Ayers Jr. in the wall. 62 of Stephen Ayers Jr. in the wall, and oh no, Todd Cray with some contact. 21 with contact with the 62, and Cray is dropping like a rock. He has dropped from the top spot all the way back now to the 8th position in half a lap. Todd Cray is in trouble. Oh, and the 127 of Matt Allen, he continues his struggles here tonight. The 127 into the outside wall, heading into turn number 3. Todd Cray has to take evasive actions, and now Cray puts it into the outside wall himself. And a bad day just getting worse right here for Cray. He's going to have to come to pit road. He's going to have to come to pit road and bring that machine to the attention of his crew. Just cannot continue to go out there and pound down the driver or the right side of that truck. Is just going to handle worse and worse every time you do that. So Cray begins to drop from the front. He's already lost 1 second to the front pack. Your top 7 break away. And that's just rough right there for Todd Cray. We'll go back just a little bit behind him. Bailey Dutton battling with Dylan Ussery. There you can see Brinson Hunt now. That 44 breaking into your top 5, up 22 spots. He's going to be the biggest mover in tonight's race so far. Can that 44 get to victory lane for the first time this season? Meanwhile, up in front of your race leaders, there you can see another lap machine up at the top of the racetrack. Josiah Strauss. Not a lap car yet, but you can see heavy damage on the 6. And he's now going to fall off of the lead lap. Duncan Fall also falling off of the lead lap here. So, Matt Allen off of the lead lap. Duncan Fall. Now Josiah Strauss will be the next driver to lose a lap to your race leader. Fanning out 3 wide here. Drivers trying to make their way around Scott Bellum. I believe that was the 66 of the 99 of Nicholas Swing, looking to make a move. Not able to do it just yet. Wing going to have to settle for 7th for the time being as a lap number 55 goes on the board this time around. Bringing it to pit road is the 6 of Josiah Strauss. He's going to bring his Chevy Silverado to the attention of his crew. Maybe they'll try to massage some of those fenders out because the front end looks pretty toe up for that 6. Daniel Jensen also going to bring that 11 Toyota Tundra down to pit road for what should or could be the final stop of tonight's race. 17 of Christopher Woods still running well. Woods inside of your top 10. Meanwhile, back at the front, man, Justin Gann looking good. Able to keep it up there. Able to keep it at the front. The lap machine down there on the apron, trying to stay out of everybody's way. He's going to clip the cone a little bit. Ooh, back up out on track. Going to go by Josiah Strauss. Nick Burlow put in a 3 wide position with 2 lap machines to his inside. He'll navigate it, tiptoe through the tulips, and he'll make his way halfway down the backstretch in tow with your trio at the front. And here we go. We've got those green flag pit stops underway. The 21 of Todd Cray, he is down to pit road. When will these drivers at the front make their possible final stop here tonight, crossing the start-finish line? We'll put lap 56 in the books and begin lap number 57. Darren Clement looking to get back to the race lead. Clement was able to lead, I believe it was 2 laps so far here tonight. Right there, running very well, up 15 positions, but he has stayed inside of the top 5 once he arrived on the scene. Now back to the bottom of the racetrack, 32 hunting the front, trying to catfish Billy his way to victory lane. Will he get it done off of turn number 4? No, going to slide up the racetrack just a little bit too much, and the momentum will pay off for Justin Gann. He'll chop the nose and come down to the bottom of the racetrack. And remember, race fans, I say chop the nose. It's just when you make a move like that. He was, if we had a different camera, if we were on the onboard, there's probably plenty of room. Just a phrase I like to say, you know, you're chopping across the nose. I mean, no contact there, but yeah, you know what? Never mind. Nick Burlow brought his 88 machine down pit road last time around. Looks to be a 4-tire stop for the 88, and he will lose a lap to your race leader. Down and away, he'll make his way off of pit road. But Justin Gann in your top 4 continue to stay out on track. Gann, Clement, Janikin, Hunt, Alliance, and Miller stay out, extend this fuel run. Nick Burlow in the 88 sitting back in the 12th position. He's your highest running driver with fresh tires here. I don't know, man. I'm really liking that 44 here tonight. Not just because he's got me on the hood. He's got me on the hood week in and week out. Do appreciate the great show there, putting the turn 3 wrap on that 44 Toyota Tundra. Brinson representing well here tonight out Auto Club. Let's get it done, man. Let's get that thing in a podium position. Let's see if we can't get it to victory lane. 1.3 seconds back from the trio, mixing it up. Big tangle going on at the front of the field. Justin Gann, Darren Clement, Clark Janikin all right there. 1, 2, 3 on track as Nick Burlow looks to make his way back on the lead lap the good old-fashioned way. And here you go. This is where I believe those 3 drivers have got to be concerned, because they're watching Burlow make up time right now. He was able to run him down, get himself back onto the lead lap, and he is walking away. Every bit that he walks away right now, he is gaining track time. And the more that these 3 drivers mix it up, that's going to compound that track time loss. However, with less than 25 laps remaining when they come to pit road, they're not going to have to worry about old, worn-out tires at the end of tonight's I Love LA 80. They're going to be able to go hammer down, full throttle, full bore, send it mode for the final handful of laps here tonight. So we'll see which strategy plays out as the 94 of Lucas Lyons, he brought his machine down to pit road, and it looks like we've got some more takers this time around. Top 3 continue to stay out though. Brinson Hunt also electing to stay out. Zach Miller down to pit road, so now that leaves just 4 drivers left to visit pit road. When will your top 4 come? Brinson Hunt possibly saving a little bit of fuel here. He's got to get a big gap back to Nick Burlow, about a 40-second gap back. And, I mean, Looking at the pit road delta, I don't think it's going to be enough. I just don't think it's going to be enough. I think these drivers have given up too much time now. I think they are definitely going to lose position as Justin Gann pulls the 30 to pit lane this time around. Clark Janikin goes back to the race lead. Darren Clement still sitting in second with Brinson Hunt now up to third. Looking at the pit road delta here tonight, race fans, looks like under green flag conditions, your fastest green flag pit stop, a 50-27 turned in by the 21 of Todd Cray. A great pit stop, great on and off pit road time there. So really, that's going to set the bar. And if you look, Nick Burlow right now, that 88, he's less than 40 seconds behind your race leaders. And Janikin, Clement, Hunt all to pit road this time by. But he's less than 40 seconds. I think Burlow going to have himself quite a lead. And there you can see already Nick Burlow building a gap between himself and Justin Gann. Gann going to come off of pit road, rejoin the track, but it looks like he's going to lose a spot to Todd Cray as well. Todd Cray may have saved his race. Heavy contact with the outside wall and with a lap machine here tonight had Cray's race looking like it was going out the window, but a quick call to bring him to pit road. He's going to have to struggle with some older tires here, but he's going to be sitting in a pretty good position. Todd Cray going to leapfrog all the way back to second. 2.5 seconds behind. Race leader back at the point once again. Nick Burlow uses the strategy to get that top spot back. Once again, there you can see that 88 halfway down the backstretch and into turn 3 once again. We're knocking on the door of 20 to go. We'll have 21 this time by. And you know what, race fans? That we said it earlier tonight. It just had a green flag run feel. We're finally getting to see that green flag run take place. And we told you about that gap right before those final 3 drivers came to pit road. We told you the pit road delta fastest at that time was a 50-27 turned in by Todd Cray and his crew. Well, Nicholas Wing, he turned in a 50, or I apologize, Justin Gann turned in a 50.07. And he is still 1.5 seconds back. So he turned in a 0.2 of a second faster pit road delta. But still just not enough to overcome the short pit, the undercut called by the crew chief on top of the pit box for that 88 of Nick Burlow. He enjoys a 1.2 second advantage over Justin Gann running in third. And a good run. How about Nicholas Wing in that 99? Rounding out your podium drivers, pole sitter Todd Cray now back to fourth. Scott Bellum enjoying a little bit of strategy play. Bellum going to move himself inside of the top 5 with a pass on Todd Cray, and Cray now going to lose out that 5th position to Clark Janikin. Janikin moves into 5th, and Cray slides back to 6th. And I think that's going to be the story of tonight for that 21, is that damage, that contact with the lap machine. That's where it really started to go bad. That's where his race began to unravel. After that contact with the lap machine, contact with the outside wall, that 21 truck has just not been the same. And he's going to have to try to nurse this thing on back around for 19 more laps here at Auto Club. It's a very long way to go. Right at about 36 miles left in tonight's 180-mile event. That's right, you're watching the I Love LA 80 for the ASMR HAUCK Designs Truck Series. If you haven't already, race fans joining us out there in TV land, show these drivers some love and appreciation. And as always, if you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers that love, though, and drop them that thumbs up. Click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Where this is myself, Dave the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. So while you're here, while you're watching some great racing action here from Auto Club, go ahead and let these drivers know you love what they got out there tonight. Go ahead and drop them that thumbs up. Tell you what, we haven't been to it all night here. Let's see if we can't go high above the track. Let's go to one of the Turn 3 drone cams out there. Do want to give these drone cam operators a little bit of love here tonight, making the trip way out west for us. Piloting some very cool machines in the infield, getting some great overhead camera shots. Yeah, gonna have to work on them with some of the audio, but still high above, out of harm's way. You never want to drop a drone on the middle of the track. A caution flag for debris when it's your camera. Well, that's not gonna fly well with the series owners and track operators. So keeping the drones at safe distance as we watch the battle unfold. For third here, Darren Clement running in fourth, looking to take that third position away from the 27 of Clark Janikin. And I don't know. I'm not sure how many of you follow all the social media here with the American Sim Motor Racing HAUCK Designs Truck Series, but a little bit of a bounty being placed on that 27. We're not going to bring drivers or individuals or crew chiefs into the conversation at who put that bounty out. But let's just say it's a sizable little bit of gift going to the drivers who are able to dethrone Janikin from those top spots and get him kicked out of victory lane. Already going to victory lane. Four out of the 6 points paying events so far this season. So Janikin clean and clear, 22 points ahead of Bailey Dutton in the point standings. Drivers putting a bullseye on a fellow competitor. We'll see if Janikin throws caution to the wind and grabs the top spot back away. Nick Burlow sliding back, losing a lot of momentum now with those older tires. Just about 5 lap older tires than race leader Justin Gann, but 6 laps older than Clark Janikin, and Janikin going to make short work of the 88. And here comes that 32 of Darren Clement. Look for him to go to the bottom of the racetrack, and he's going to do so, and he'll slide right around that 88 of Burlow with a fair amount of ease. Closing stages here tonight at Auto Club in the I Love LA 80. Pole sitter Todd Cray, trouble here with a lap machine, trouble into the outside wall. Cray falling like a rock after the short pit looked to be panning out for. But now losing a handful of positions. He's still inside the top 10, still looking to have a solid point stand and keep that run of top 10s going. Remember, in tonight's sprint race, we mentioned Todd Cray, the only driver in the series to finish top 10 in every single start that he has had so far this season. He's got himself a little bit of a gap. 2.8 seconds back to Bailey Dutton. There you can see that 26 make his way off of turn number 4, just off in the background. Will 2.6 seconds be too much for Dutton to overcome? Can Cray? Well, really? Well, Cray's got about 4 seconds, really, if you think about it. Zach Miller running in the 11th position. The 38's going to have to make his way around Cray as well to bump the 21 out of the top 10. So looking to keep that streak alive. He's got 12 more laps to try to keep it there. I mean, top 10 is the top 10, even though I possibly should have had a much better finish at it here tonight. Todd Cray continues to soldier on. We'll continue with some of the battles on the racetrack. Scott Bellum starting to close in on Brenton Hunt. A 44 Toyota Tundra running inside the top 5. He sits 22 positions up from where he qualified here tonight. So a good solid run up through the field for Brinson Hunt. And once he's got there, he hadn't went anywhere else. Hunt running well here tonight. Up 22 spots, biggest mover of the race. 44 looking pretty out there. See if he can't run down Nick Burlow, who's got himself just about a 3-second advantage over Hunt as the 44 begins to step away and put Scott Bellum a little bit further in his rear view mirror. 10 laps to go this time by. We'll give you a little bit of house cleaning here tonight. 31 truck drivers took to the starting grid. We are down to just 25 left out there on the track, with less than that on the lead lap. 15 drivers remaining on the lead lap here tonight. The 48 of Eric Norwitzki listed as the last driver on the lead lap. Christopher Woods, first driver, 1 lap down. Josiah Strauss listed 1 lap down. Larry Poling has since went a 2nd lap down. We've got a handful of drivers falling multiple laps down as we continue this long green flag run. Drivers are going to have enough fuel to get to the end. Does anybody have what it takes to get up there and get around this 30 kitty cat coin machine of Justin Gann? And still trying to make it happen. We'll try to get a little bit closer to the action if we can here. Looking for the cameras, and where do they go? I'll get a little bit closer with this one. We'll follow along for just a moment before we head through the field. Tell you what, let's see who we got battling out there around that 10th position. Here we go. Oh man, he's got 8 more laps. We watched it with 15 laps remaining. We thought it was going to be enough for Todd Cray to keep these Hungary drivers behind him, to keep that string of top 10s alive. But Bailey Dutton in the 26 Toyota Tundra, he has closed in, and he's going to look to put Todd Cray back into that 10th position. But more importantly, Zach Miller, that 33, he's found some late race pace, and the 33 is looking to fill that 10th position. Down at the bottom of the racetrack goes Dutton, and he will take the 9th spot away. Todd Cray falls back to 10th. This is your closest battle on the racetrack. Keep an eye on the race lead, as Justin Gann's race lead has dwindled down to just about a half a second on the track. Will jump up front if he gets any closer than that. Clark Janikin with him in his sights. Janikin looking to get back to the top spot and make it a 5th race-winning performance so far this season. And there he goes, the 38 of Zach Miller. Got to drop down to the bottom of the racetrack, and he will take that 10th spot away. The string of top 10s looks like it is coming to an end for that 21 of Todd Cray here tonight at Auto Club. Tight little battle here between some lap machines. Larry Poling and Josiah Strauss going at it for position on track, and nobody ever said you can't race for a position when you're off of the lead lap. And there you can see Poling putting himself just back in front of Strauss in the running order. Both of these drivers listed 2 laps down, but still bragging rights in order. And there you can see 5th place runner Brinson Hunt looking at the bottom of the racetrack, looking to make his way by. He'll get by Strauss and now try to deal with Larry Poling, who's off in front of him. But more importantly, Nick Burlow right there with 5 laps to go. Can Burlow keep himself in 4th? 4 laps remaining as we cross the line, this time with your race leader at the front of the field leading tonight. Justin Gann will walk away with the most laps led here. He has led a ton. Grab the race lead after our second caution of the evening. And through the round of green flag pit stops, he'll reemerge at the front of the field in Gann with a good night here tonight at Auto Club. Looks like most positions in this field are beginning to sort themselves out. Everybody beginning to have some gaps in between them. Justin Gann leads. Clark Janikin back across the line with just Trey to go. Clark Janikin sitting back in second. Darren Clement in third. Nick Burlow back in fourth. The 44 of Brinson Hunt will round out your top five. Scott Bellum, Lucas Lyons, Nicholas Wing, Zach Miller, and Bailey Dutton rounding out your top 10. Tough night here tonight from Auto Club with your pole sitter. Todd Craig going to fall back to 11th. Ed HAUCK, Dylan Ussery, Daniel Jensen, and Eric Norwitzki round out the drivers left on the lead lap here tonight. Norwitzki pretty safe. Looks like he will finish on the lead lap. He's got about a 10-second buffer zone as we cross the line this time around. Popsicle sticks go on display for your race leader, Justin Gann. And man, what a night here. What a bunch of great racing. I mean, we had racing at the front of the field, racing mid-pack, racing in the back. We had a few on-track moments, we'll just call it that. Two fairly quicker cautions kind of towards the beginning of tonight's race. We've seen a long green flag run here wind down the night for these ASMR HAUCK Designs Truck Series drivers. And crossing the line this time by, we'll see the white flag fly. Final lap. And the I Love LA 80 right here in the American Sim Motorsport HAUCK Designs Truck Series. Justin Gann's got 4 corners to go, making just 2 more as he works off of turn number 2. Half a second advantage over Janikin. I don't think he's going to have much to worry about. Gann looks to get to victory lane for the first time here tonight, and looks like he will collect the bounty and knock Janikin out of that three-peat once again off of turn number 4 for the final time. Here comes that kitty cat coin. Ford F-150 piloted by Justin Gann. He'll cross the line. New race winner here this season for the HAUCK Designs Truck Series. Justin Gann will walk away with the race lead. Oh my goodness, job well done here tonight, walking away with that top spot. There you can see, man, halfway down the back stretch. What a run here tonight. What a job by the driver inside of that 30 machine. Man, great racing action here. We'll give this guy a little bit of credit where credit is due. He hunted the front. Once he got there, he did not look back. Justin Gann asserting himself here tonight, adding to the win column. He's going to burn it down, give the fans in the stands a little bit of a smoke show. Sold out, packed house here tonight in beautiful sunny Southern California for the I Love LA 80. And there he is, celebrating like he should for your race winner, Justin Gann. And with the celebrations underway, we're going to cut away for just a brief commercial break, get things set up and ready to go for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. Back trackside, and man, where to start? What a race here tonight in beautiful Southern California, Fontana. That's the place to be, to Auto Club Speedway for tonight's I Love LA 80. And man, if the racing is like this out west, I love it too. That's where I want to be. Great racing action here tonight. And I tell you what, we're going to dive right into it. Let's see if we can't have a few words. Let's see if we can't catch up with the driver rounding out your podium here tonight. Let's see if we can dial up that 32 driver, Darren Clement. It's Dave. How you doing, bro?
Hey, Dave. Been a couple weeks, man. Been a couple weeks.
It has, man. What you been doing?
Well, missing a little bit here, getting caught up in some super speedway stuff there, and hey, we're back this week though.
Absolutely, man. Up 14 positions from where you qualified here tonight, so they can put that in their bag, and well, you know the rest of that saying. But a great run for you here tonight. Can we expect some more after the All-Star break? I mean, we've got the All-Star break coming up next week, or do you think that may take away from a little bit of your momentum?
Oh no, that ain't gonna take away any momentum here in this 32 camp. We're looking forward to the tail end of the season. It kind of fits our camp's style of tracks to go to, and yeah, that 27's been fast. He finally got beat tonight, so at least we know that can be done when he's chasing him down. So it's my turn next.
Absolutely, man. Well, walking away from the track here tonight, you're going to have your fourth top five of the season. So things looking the right direction. Looking like you're going to head after the All-Star race into. We've got a short little run, about 3 races left in the regular season before the championship starts off. So looking forward here, Darren. How do you feel about this championship season coming up here in just a short, about 4 weeks?
I think that if we can stay close to Clark and that 27 camps, finishes throughout the championship run and possibly sneak one away from them in that final 5, we could potentially walk away championship winners this season. So hopefully, 27 slips up somewheres and we can just be there to capitalize on that.
Absolutely. Well, Darren, as always, pleasure watching you out there on the track, slicing your dice and your way up through the field. Job well done here tonight, walking away with yet another podium, as we already said, your fourth top 5. So, with all that being said, you know the drill. You want to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Yeah, I want to thank the wife for letting me do this on Monday nights with these guys. I want to thank Hawk Designs, uh, Derek Spears Designs, or yeah, Derek Spears button boxes. And definitely want to give the boys, Kitty Cat Coin on the truck, big shout out there coming on board. Butt Kicker, Ayers iRacing Paints, Bruzy, and Infinite Hero. Definitely want to give a shout out to them for making this 32 camp fast and upfront every week.
All right, my man. Well, again, as always, pleasure catching up with you trackside. And you might want to watch it. You may see a Turn 3 machine out there next week joining you boys on track for the All-Star race, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll see if we can catch up with you again here in these next few weeks.
Oh yeah, definitely look forward to that. And if we see a Turn 3 machine out there with us next week, let's go. Let's go crazy on that 27, make him work for his win, and maybe Dave up here in the booth might walk away with a win. That'd be great.
Well, I mean, there's always a shot if 30 cars wreck. That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
All
How
right,
about
well,
that 30 tonight? Later, boys.
right, all right, man. Well, we'll catch up with you here in these next few weeks, I'm sure. There you go. Final few words from Darren Clement, driver inside of that 32 Kitty Cat coin machine. Well, representing the sponsor well, and I tell you what, let's go ahead. Let's pull another one of those Kitty Cat coin drivers, a driver dominating so far this season. Let's see if we can't dial up and have a few words with the driver inside of that 27 machine. Clark, it's Dave. What you doing, Mo?
Just hanging out, man. I'm a little bummed out. I was faster there late, but the dirty air's so bad. It's just you know what's gonna happen. It's a product of the racing. And credit to Justin, he short pitted. He knew what to do. It was tough to pass all night. I was kind of a little beat up there, had a little bit of rear end damage, 19 seconds, but it wasn't too bad. Didn't really affect me. It's just I have poor planning on my part. I should have pitted early with him, and then that lap car drove underneath him, and that kind of threw everything off. And then with the fresher tires, trying to run him down, lap traffic was not my friend. I was getting boxed in between him, catching him on exit and entry. The stars didn't align for me tonight, but we'll take a P2.
Well, walking away P2 after, well, yeah, we'll address the elephant in the room. A little bit of a bounty placed on you and your 27 crew to try to keep you out of victory lane. Does it sting anymore knowing that you were that close? You led a handful of laps here tonight, but it's the first race after a bounty was placed on you. Does it sting any worse, or does it hurt any less? Or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it doesn't really bother me. Actually, for the bounty for me to win, I'd have to win every single race for the rest of the season. So it's virtually impossible, and that wasn't going to happen. Plus, it's not the first bounty that's been put on me, and I'm sure it won't be the last if I can keep doing what I'm doing. But it's all in good fun. I like it. I think it's only going to make me better and motivate me more. And it's clearly working for these other guys. Justin had a great night tonight. Todd was fast all night before he had that little incident there, and even Darren drove from the back for that P3. So I love it. Bring on the competition. Let's improve the race and let's all get better. And let's see who can come out of here champion.
Absolutely couldn't agree with you more. Will Clark walking away tonight with the second position. That's going to be your 6th top 5, your 6th top 10 out of 7 points paying races. So a great season underway for you. 4 wins in your back pocket. So before we let you walk away from the track here tonight, would you like to give any shout outs? Thank yous, love yous. Thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kitty Cat Coin as always. They're an awesome sponsor. Infinite Hero, Steven Ayers for these awesome paints. Mentality, Butt Kicker. Appreciate you broadcasting all the boys at Assassins Motorsports and all the admins here at ASMR.
All right, my man. Well, with that being said, we'll see if we can't catch up with you trackside at the All-Star Racer in these next few weeks.
Yes, sir.
All right, there you have it. Clark Janikin, happy with the second place. Wants to, well, you heard it from the man himself. Bring on the competition if you think you got what it takes to dethrone the man at the front, the man with the bullseye on his back. Walks away P2 here tonight. Janikin, not salty, but satisfied. Walking away with second, and that's going to move us right along to the man that finally got the job done. Let's head to victory lane. Let's grab a word or two with your race winner inside of his Ford F-150. Justin, man, it's been a while. How you doing? How you feeling in victory lane?
Honestly, I'm not sure where I'm at right now, and frankly, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Oh man, yeah, you gotta go there. You gotta go there.
Oh yeah, it feels good to be up here, man. It's been a long time coming. It seems like I've just had some terrible luck and some stupid moves on my part this season. So definitely excited to be up here. I think this might be my first one all season.
Yeah, first one all season for you and the 30 crew. So that's gonna give your point standings a little bit of a shot in the arm. Still on the outside of the top 10, looking in as we head into the All-Star break. So we're gonna address this coming up here. You just got your first race win. Do you think that's gonna hamper any of the momentum possibly building for you and your crew going into next week being an All-Star event, a non-points paying event? Or do you think that maybe sets you at ease a little bit more?
We're going for it. We're going for it all, homie. It's gonna. There ain't no letting back at this point. I got to keep that momentum going.
I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of friendly rivalries going on. You got the same team. We got 2 teams really, but we're all part of one group. So we're just battling each other, having a good time. So really enjoying it over here.
Well, I hope you drivers are enjoying it inside of the machines as much as we're enjoying it here in the broadcast booth and the fans in the stands and watching around on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Great racing action here tonight from Fontana. So, yeah, you know the drill, Justin. You've been here before. First time so far this season, though. So, for the final time tonight, before we let you celebrate the night away, would you like to give any shout outs? Thank yous, love yous. Thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Oh yeah, we'll thank Kitty Cat Coin for sponsoring the truck tonight. I know you guys see them quite often out there, so that's a good thing. Thank everybody over there at Swift Motors. Well, yeah, Swift Motorsports, the team. You got Duncan, Lucas. Lucas ran really well tonight. Steven had a little bit of issues, but overall the team worked really well together. Want to give a shout out to everybody behind the scenes that run the league over here, and you guys for putting on the broadcast over there at Turn 3.
Well, Justin, we always appreciate the shout out. We always enjoy catching up with you trackside and watch you out there on the track. Hopefully, it won't be your last visit to Victory Lane, and hopefully, it won't be your last podium. And we'll look to talk to you here in the next handful of weeks. So until then, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
All right, appreciate it, Dave.
All right, there you have it. Final words from the 30 of Justin Gann, the Virginia Beach native, parks it in Victory Lane near another beach, but it's on the other coast. He's going to go coast to coast race winning performance here tonight at Auto Club Speedway in the I Love LA 80. Justin Gann walks away with the checkered flag. Some great racing action coming up in the next handful of weeks. We've got the All-Star event coming at you next Monday night. And then we head off into the final 3 points-paying races of the regular season. Michigan International Speedway coming up, followed by Iowa. Then we head to Hot Atlanta to finish off the regular season. Some great racing action still lies ahead here for the ASMR HAUCK Designs Truck Series. Producers hitting those buttons in the background so you know those familiar sounds, you know the tunes. You know it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results from Auto Club Speedway. Walking away with the top spot, checkered flag in hand. First race win of the season, Justin Gann parks in Victory Lane. Clark Janikin back in second with Darren Clement rounding out your podium drivers. 88 of Nick Burlow with a fine run here tonight. He'll finish in fourth. Fifth place belongs to Brinson Hunt. Scott Bellum, Lucas Lyons, Nicholas Wing, Bailey Dutton, and Zach Miller round out your top 10. Mid-race trouble relegates that 21 of Todd Cray, your pole sitter here tonight, back to 11th. Ending the run of top 10s for Cray. He'll fall to 11th. Daniel Jensen back in 12th. Dylan Ussery 13th. Eric Nowitzki back in 14th. Ed Houck parts the 7 in 15th. Christopher Woods back in 16th. 17th to the 69 of Larry Bowling. The 6th of Josiah Strauss back in 18th. 19th tonight from the I Love LA 80 here at Auto Club Speedway belongs to Duncan Fall. Jesse Hedges rounds out your top 20. Patrick Coro, Vernon Broadbeck, Brian Darnowski, Matt Allen, and Ryan Decker inside of your top 25. Stephen Ayers Jr. back in 26th. 27th to Andrew Molina. Ben Bryant with early trouble here tonight. The 83 finishes back in 28th. 29th to Scott Thomas. Brody Tolstika finishes in 31st. And Cody Schultz walks away with final position points here back in 31st. Dave Gage pulling driver race control and admin duties here tonight. So a big tip of the cap to Gage just down the hall. And well, with that being said, we're going to roll up the cords and turn off the lights and get ready to go All-Star Racing next week. If you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000. Click subscribe. But first, give these drivers that thumbs up, you know, to smash the bell on the right-hand side. And well, stay safe. Stay loved, my friends. And until next time, we'll meet you in turn 3.